Have you ever read a book, thought the last line was a little bit bland, didn't send you chills or elicit great emotion? Have you ever read the end of a chapter and you weren't hooked, you weren't drived, could I not spill my coffee, you weren't drived to read on, you weren't enthralled? The reason for that is they may have overwritten or over-explained. This is just a brief tip on how to add massive tension and a massive hook at the end of your chapter, or at the very end of your novel, how it's going to either wow your reader or create massive emotion, whatever that emotion may be. You may want them to cry in joy, you may want them to feel shock, you may want them to feel inspiration and awe. You should be eliciting emotion to writing a story. That's probably the number one most important thing. Walking down the lovely track, what you need to do is get to the end of your book or the end of your chapter and just read it, and it doesn't send you chills or make you want to read on or elicit emotion, delete the last sentence. Probably delete the final paragraph. And then once you take that paragraph out, you'll read it, you'll find you're probably at the most chilling, the most gripping part of your narrative, of the narrative prose. And that's because what we can do while we're reading it, while we're just cooking it up in our minds, is we can tend to over-explain. So we set the scene, then we over-explain just what happened, or we explain the emotions, or we explain the tension to come, and that just ruins the whole story, destroys it for the reader. Just a quick example in the book that's still being considered at Writer's House. They take a long time. CC on the radio at the end of chapter 1. To really understand it, you'd need to read the first chapter, but at the end of chapter 1, I had the young girl alone, and she huddled up and she explained her emotions and her feelings, and she recounted that she couldn't believe she was in the situation that she was in. It was all right. When I reread it, it wasn't good enough. Didn't send me chills, didn't make me want to read on. All I simply did was delete a paragraph, and the last words, the last sentence at the end of the chapter is, "The radio blasted more static." You may not be awed, but that is awe-inspiring. If you read the first chapter, it may just be why they requested the full manuscript. So that's all you're going to do. Check out your final paragraph, probably delete it, and you're going to create yourself a fantastic hook or elicit strong, powerful emotion.